Hello and welcome. We're the Bitches with Beards, and we love to talk all things culture.
On this podcast, we chat our top 3 cultural moments of the week.
It's the Cultural Three-Way. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Max. We saw you from across the bar.
And we really like your vibes.
Cheers with the tea.
Cheers with our tea.
It's fucking tea weather though. It's miserable.
I mean, it was, 80 yesterday, and it's down to 40 today?
It's my last day of fun employment. Oh, not really, 'cause I've got 2 more days of weekend. But, I was going to get up, get the dog out early, go for a run, walk down to museums. I got to walk to the museum. I did have to metro it back.
Because it was too rainy.
And it was rainy, and it was also looking like it was going to come heavier. But no, this whole day today has been a complete and utter frustration stations.
Yeah, it was one of these. I started off by doing my taxes, and then I was like, I'm gonna go read for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm gonna do lunch, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store instead. And then I went home and I read some more, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, it was not a day for going out and about.
Yes, I have definitely. I'm reading the book you lent me, which actually We Solve Murder. It's not my culture of the week, but I'm actually very well written. Yes, engagingly written, but that's not that. But I'm also reading my my Empire Strikes Back archive, which is very philosophical. It's the making of, but it's more about, I'm like, oh, this is deep. And considering the fact I have a quote from Yoda, literally from that movie, tattooed on my arm, that's a good thing.
So I'm going to say this. Is this the one that you keep sharing photos of, it needs to have a editor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I was just checking.
So I don't know if our lovely friends Anthony, Jeremiah and Zach will listen to this, but they bought me this lovely archival, the free Star Wars archives. I found a smaller version of it today, actually. But
makes sense that you would. Yeah.
But it's got so many typos and formatting issues, and both Daniel and the Hubs, I've said it, and they're like, what it happens? And then I showed them a couple, and they're like, oh my God.
Here's the thing, as someone who has published books before, I'm sitting here and I'm like, how did someone miss this? This is why you have the proofs that you go through. It's how did you miss this?
I'm pretty sure there's at least 25, maximum 50 in the first book alone. The second book doesn't seem to be as bad, but it's
but they were noticeable.
And the thing is, it's I'm not trying to give horse mouth. But it's a lovely present, and I know it costs a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it should have been proofread.
Yeah, I blame the publisher on this.
Yeah, but I don't think it kind of has. It's that bad. I'm okay. Anyway, Daniel, how was your week?
This has been a week of a lot of ups and downs. Work has been busy, and I do mean ups and downs as in the temperature has been going up and down consistently.
Which
this
legitimately
week.
Affects your work.
Literally affects my work because the cherry blossoms, it's are they going to get stage 5? Oh, yes. Are they going to get stage 6? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, and then the storm comes, and I don't know what the state of the cherry blossoms are right now, but I'm just I bet they're all in the tidal basin for all I know. That's where we're at right now.
Which is sad because in one more day, I'm not I say I want to go down tomorrow, but
no.
The tourists, give them something to come to
I just say don't go down tomorrow. There's going to be a kite festival there too, on top of the Cherry Blossom Festival, on top of a major protest. Avoid downtown.
Oh, is it the No Kings tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever I sent everyone the message on Tuesday, I was like, guys, please avoid going downtown. I do mean it will be a living nightmare.
The Hubs is working, and I'll be watching Star Wars.
I'll be reading a different book at that point tomorrow. So, anyways, yeah, it's been an up and down week, and you sound like you had the week that I wanted to have.
I did. I got to the museums. I had my fun employment. It was good. It's been a tough year. I keep saying that. Sorry, is that? It's been a very weird year, and so and I'm still kind of I finished off last week with the old job. I still had some communication with them this week. And, it was funny. Alyssa messaged me and goes, do you want to get together and watch M? It's a Fritz Lang movie. And I said, I'm actually kind of booked all this week. Just, you're meant to be relaxing. I said, I don't relax no, I can't just sit, and I have scheduled relaxation.
You and me are the same. That we have to have things.
Love to have sat down with her, but I had a couple of bits on I had to do, and even down to Tuesday, Wednesday I went for my big long run and all that. But I did do a lot of work on my own novel, which I'm really pleased with. And I sat back and was like, how do we do this? Because this is complex. And I've got a separate document breaking down the mystery, which I'm very pleased with. Cool. Did a lot of reading, did some museums. I do like museums. I kind of found though that the art galleries were just divine, and Daniel and I were chatting before. I'm Constable and Turner. I'm sorry, it's basic Britishness, but interestingly, they're down as British, but a couple of the Scottish are down as Scottish. So I love the fact it's British used as English.
Well, I know some of those curators, so we can have something
But
stated.
no, I do. And DC Forward Sins. I mean, I went to saw the X-Wing, and I saw R2. I treated myself to an R2 and 3PO, which I'm excited to build. No, it's nice. I associate museums with London. It's nice to get back to it. I do think, though, and I've said this to you, I'm going to buy a sketchbook and some pencils and start sketching again. Because the hub said we were doing something on a project, and I sketched something out for him, and he goes, "You're really artistic," and not like, and he knows me. That we have been married 10 years. We do like pay attention to each other barely. But he goes, "No, you can draw. I always forget you can draw, because you see me, everything's digital now." And I'm like, yeah. And I think we've got such. If the Dwayne,
if you want to do that, let me know, and I'll take you to my place.
You druggies, yes.
It's the one right across from Franklin Park.
Oh, lovely. Yes, let's go.
Yep.
Enough chatting about me. Let's move on to the foreplay.
And were you satisfied this week?
So, Daniel, what was culture really for you this week?
Culture for me this week, I have gone back to my cooking habits, and I'm experimenting more with sushi. So I made smoked trout sushi this week.
Lovely.
It was wonderful, just sushi and then like spicy mayo and jalapeno and cucumber and avocado and a seaweed roll. It was divine.
Delicious.
My book of the week was one that you gave me at Christmas, Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. It is a warm British aristocracy hug that is all about Catholic guilt, and my God, that guilt is so strong. So strong, and will not give anything away from saying that.
It's a lovely book, and he's really at his peak of writing at that one as well.
Yes, it's one of these. I've never read a Woe. I want to read more Woe, but it was like, I think this was the one to enter in on and be like, okay.
This is his one that really went down in the culture.
Yes, he is acclaimed for this one. So I'm like, okay, I think I might do Vile Bodies.
Vile Bodies, and Scoop is excellent.
Okay, Scoop.
Scoop is it's about a journalist who writes for gardening magazines, and he has the same name as a war correspondent, and he gets sent into the middle of a war.
Oh.
It's really funny.
I might read Scoop then.
Scoop. And there's a character in it that I always reckoned back in the day could be played by Diana Rigg.
Okay.
Yeah, and and she's got some funny. She's got an ongoing joke. I don't want to spoil, but his early stuff. I just read his first one, Rise and Fall. Decline and Fall. Mm-hmm. It's good, but it's more. He likes his own voice in that one. Fair. Whereas Brideshead, when he gets his narratives together.
Yeah, no, narrative was fantastic. I have no notes whatsoever on that one. And then my song of the week is rather interesting, but I think we have to mention it, is Swim by BTS. It's the K-pop group that came back together after 4 years of them being enlisted in the South Korean army. It is streaming. I think it's outstreaming all other K-pop songs currently in the world by 1 million streams, like more than any of the other ones this week. Like, it is a global phenomenon at this moment. So I listened to it several times. I have to mention it as culture because it is culture right now.
Brilliant. I've heard bits of their stuff, and it comes on the radio. We quite like it.
I actually really do like this song a lot.
That's good.
So how about you? What was your foreplay for?
Going to begin with Operation Hail Mary. It was excellent, and I do know that Meg has gone to see it, and she's read the book and liked it.
Yes,
so it sticks quite closely to it. They take some details out. I really loved it. It looks stunning. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it on the big screen like you're meant to, but you know.
Did you see it on television? Or?
No, I saw it on Atlantic Plumbing.
Oh, okay.
But not because they say go to the IMAX. I'm like, oh yeah, well, money. I think it's on down at because the Smithsonian's and Georgetown as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but Smithsonian Natural History is the big IMAX.
Yeah,
it's closest to us.
Yeah. So no, we saw that. I saw that was excellent. I have to say that at the end of it, when it ended, I was like, oh, I thought it was meant to be longer. No, that's how quick it kind of... For a science-based movie, it's good. And it's all based in fact. not saying it's accurate to the knowledge it has, which is very good. Music this week, I have 2 albums.
Oh, okay.
Well, one you walked in on. I listened to Chester White album.
Yes.
Because a lot of it, I would love to see Leah Michelle in it. Obviously, she's leaving, but no, I thought I had time this week to listen to a whole album again, and it's like,
nice.
oh, that was great. And then the other one was I did the Light Princess, the Tori Amos one.
Oh,
and that's again that. Both Chester and Light Princess I saw at National Theatre with the lovely Rosalie Craig, who was the troubled redhead in Right Women.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and her husband, Hadley Fraser, is lovely. He's a Javert I've seen. And to see him stand next to Russell Crowe in a movie playing the captain of the guard going, you should be fucking playing Javert. Anyway, I'm not bitter. But no, it's a really good... It's a very weird album. I think it finds itself more in the second act. And I think Chess is great in the first act, but the second act is fucking powerful.
Yeah.
But no, definitely give Light Princess an interesting
I'll have
listen.
to. Yeah.
It's got some really funny songs. That was culture for us, but we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
So the question is, who is your top, your bottom, and your Lucky Pierre of the week?
So who is your top, who is your bottom, who is Lucky Pierre?
Well, there was a lot of switching that happened after we had a very quick conversation about what we were discussing today. Not so much that I had to X anything. It was like, oh no, we should actually have this as the Lucky Pierre.
Yeah.
So anyways, my bottom of the week, to quote Sue Sylvester, well, porcelain. It appears that former Glee alumni and children's author Chris Colfer is writing an adult-themed novel set to come out in summer of 2027. He has described it as smutty, and that it will be a gay novel that has elements of truth of his past in it. He says he wants to get out in front of ruining his reputation with this, and I'm like, I think this is interesting that you're trying to take this take, and this is why it's the bottom of the week. I'm like, or this is a clever PR stunt. I can't tell which. But I'm like, or just let the scandal happen and write it.
Have you read any of his books?
I haven't, but they have had rave reviews.
Yeah, the land of stories, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like alternative like fairy tales or something like that.
Yeah, they could sound a bit like Once Upon a Time. But
they do.
Which is why I think they've never really been able to get... Because they've been trying to get the movies off the ground.
Right.
Did you ever see his movie Struck by Lightning?
Yes. It was okay.
Spoiler alert, he dies at the start and it goes back. I don't like movies like that because why am I rooting for a character that's going to be dead?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You have to like the character enough during the story.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily like the character. I was like,
I preferred Sarah Hadland's character. She was excellent because she called his shit out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. All right, my top for the week, and there might be a little bit of a bottom angle to this, is that on March 24th, Disney Plus and Hulu aired The Hannahversary, which is the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana starring one Miley Cyrus, where she donned the wig once again.
Nicole Kidman's wig person.
Yes. So it was a show with trips down memory lane with interviews regarding backstage feuds, crushes, drama. We learned about why the Jonas Brothers opened for Miley Cyrus while she was on tour. There were interviews with guest stars such as Selena Gomez and Chappell Roan. Great, fantastic, wonderful. However, this entire show came about because Miley Cyrus posted that, oh, she was going to be in this anniversary show. Oh, she's going to be in this anniversary show. Yeah. Turns out Disney had no plans of doing this until she started posting this online.
Like, good for fucking her.
Right. So it's my top because she willed this into existence because she essentially lied saying, oh yeah, we're doing an anniversary show.
But everyone went nuts over it. The news that people were like, oh, we're doing it, our childhood, she's going to come back. Right. We like Miley.
So here's the thing. It's this huge nostalgia moment. And I'm like, Disney, you have dropped the ball on the millennial nostalgia effort. Don't give us live action Moana. Give us more of our childhood television shows with the cast coming back.
I can't work out live action Moana. It's just like they've got all the CGI animals in it. It's basically the cartoon. The crab still looks shite.
I was screaming at the trailer for this. So, anyways, this was my
good.
Yeah, this was my top of the week. But my Lucky Pierre for this week was something that we're very happy about. Is that Bridgerton season 5 has announced the leads, which will be Hannah Dodd and Masala Baduza, aka Francesca and Michaela. So this deviates from the novel clearly because it is a gender-swapped romance.
Yeah.
But the press that is coming out behind all of this, there's like a couple of things that we can talk about here. There is everyone who is rooting for it to be Eloise's season, who is just like, we're going to be so old by the time this comes out, has been like the meme that I am constantly seeing. There has also been the backstage drama as to why they upped the Francesca and Michaela season, because the showrunner, who signed on, I don't remember who it was, signed on, only did a 3 season contract. And so because she started off this romance 2 seasons ago, she's trying to finish this romance, which I'm like, I get it. I get it.
But also, it's a little bit... when I was hoping Eloise, but the trouble is and someone said, I think it's very sad that they're moving forward with Francesca because I want to see a woman be independent and all that. Great, I get that. That sounds really dismissive, but I do get it. I get it, but that's not good TV.
No, it's not good TV.
Especially on a romance.
I was going to say it's a romance series. Like, you can't have someone be independent. They've got to have a love element to it.
You know, if they'd said, okay, they're going to bring in the interest later, but the interest is there, so you can't have a whole season of that. Not they can't smoldering. It can't doesn't work like that, because it's gonna. And this is why I think that for books you can put stuff into the background, you can bring it back out again, but television's very different.
Yes,
and they've started. It began. We had the middle, and now we have to have the end, and it has to be consecutive seasons. I'm sorry, come fight me on it, but it's why
I agree.
Pollen had to happen in season 3 because otherwise people just are going to lose. They'd started it in season 2, really kind of kicking off a bit more.
Right.
Season 3 had to wrap it. You couldn't stretch it out another season.
Right. And I think that they stretched it out this season well enough that I'm like, it works.
Yeah.
It works. It absolutely works. So anyways, and there has been a lot of meme culture, especially one that you sent me.
Yes.
that has been going on. Oh, I laughed so hard about it. It's like, I fear for all the men who are going to lose their wives after watching that one. Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting how they do this, because you're not dealing with a situation where you're going to have the cousin being a very out proud lesbian and then going, well, you've got to come out as well. They're both going to be in the same sort of boat.
Right.
So I'm also hoping it doesn't really go I'm hoping it deals with the romance, and the issue is more society rather than the issue in the romance itself, and we actually get to see them. I'm excited for this, and I think after that, Eloise, I don't know. As far as you're aware, is there a twist in her book at all, or does she just meet someone?
So, do you remember the Featherington cousin, I believe, that was in season 1?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So Eloise ends up marrying that one's husband.
Yeah.
Essentially, because she dies. So.
Oh, the girl that lied and said it's her brother. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is she come back into it, the husband, then?
No, she dies. I think she dies in childbirth or something like that. I've got to ask Kit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah.
But there's no real, play on it, sort of.
Not that I'm aware of. No. So, anyways, I think we'll see. I think it's an interesting jump. We are jumping around in the book order, so to speak. So,
yeah, I think it's going to be... I think it makes sense to keep the momentum of this storyline going.
Yeah.
And if the showrunner's leaving it, then that also makes sense. It's their babies.
Right. And the thing is, they ended on the perfect note to, carry this story over with, Michaela fleeing, essentially. So, there's a tension.
So is it going to be another year, 2 years before?
I think so.
That's a long time for a season.
So that was the other thing, is, everyone's we're going to finish this series in 2032. If we keep to the same 2 years in between. And I'm like, gosh, we've got to hurry up just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why did it take 2 years to make them? They're all pretty much bound in contracts.
I don't know. I have no clue. Netflix, make it make sense.
I mean, if they wanted to take a 2 year and then do a Violet prequel, then by all means do that.
Right.
But I don't understand why, and especially because they're saying now the intimacy coordinators there, and I'm like, great. So they're filming.
Mm-hmm.
Can we start editing?
Exactly.
And it's only 8 episodes. You know,
Right.
how does...
And they're not building sets because they're CGI, which was the qualm of this season.
Yeah, it's like, can we... I guess I just don't get why it's taking so long to make them.
I don't either. What was your top and bottom in Lucky Pierre?
My bottom this week was it was more bottom because of the way it was presented. Was something came up about nasty pig discourse.
Which I literally, when you sent me this today, I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And so Nasty Pig is a brand of outerwear,
Underwear,
and outerwear, all that crap. It's all very gay.
Yes.
And I mean it in a really it's like stereotypical gay, and everyone thinks they're original when they wear it, but it's very much like you're not original.
It's like Lululemon, but for the gays.
Yeah, it's gay Lululemon. Even like Brian Sims now advertises for it, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And it was like, and apparently someone had put up on Twitter, like, if you wear your, Nasty Pig lock and key, so lock and key is all dom, sub, all that sort of crap.
Yeah.
It's tacky in public, and it kind of is.
Yes, it is.
But also, like, and they said, and it was talking about the discourse behind it. And the reason I call it is my bottom of the week is how much crap they're trying to make this story saying. I know by talking about it now, I'm trying to make it something, but it's not. It says, first of all, Nasty Pig is a brand. So if this is generally your like kink fetish, your life, I'm not going to yuck your yum, but don't be defensive over a brand name.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, if it's that personal to you, you don't need a brand lock. Go down to like Home Depot and buy yourself a lock.
Go to the Ace Hardware.
And then people are like, well, actually, we can't say it's about Nasty Pig. And then someone actually went, oh, we can't say that because actually that's what Nasty Pig was, what they call people of AIDS. And that's why they called it Nasty Pig, to take ownership. Then the owners came back and said, no, Pig was our dog. And we said, don't be Nasty Pig. So the whole thing is bullshit. And I'm just like, guys, calm the fuck down.
The homosexuals.
My top of the week is Chappell Roan made a child cry.
Not just any child, though.
So here's the thing, right? Is that they can't work out like whose kid it is because it's this soccer player and Jude Law.
Right.
I don't. And it comes on like there was a news report this week on top of this of a pub in England banning kids, and they said, I'm not really banning kids, I'm banning bad parents.
Fair.
And no, and what's so funny with the Chappell Roan thing? First of all, I love Chappell Roan. I fucking love her music. It's catchy. I like the fact she's just kind of rude because her music is actually really good.
She can be quite rude.
And I know maybe she's pushing it a bit too far, but it was Hotel at Breakfast, and and they said, well, the kid didn't even ask her; they just walked past. I have seen, when kids. I remember years back, my cousins were trying to tie my uncle's shoelaces together, and he got wound up when it happened. And I remember my aunt saying, he should never have got wound up. It was so obvious that they were doing it.
Yeah,
I've seen kids be subtle.
Yeah.
I don't, and so I'm going to play devil's advocate and say, I don't think the kid was very subtle. Now, whether or not they went up and spoke to Chappell, that's another story.
Right.
But I think it's probably fucking obvious they were trying to see if it was her.
Yeah.
And again, my issue's always kind of slightly been that, kids are your problem.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, just lay off her. And it then turns out bot farms. The whole thing's bot farms.
Yeah.
So they're trying to destroy it. And then apparently like Brazil have banned her or something. I don't know.
Yes, because apparently it happened in Rio or something. I can't keep up.
Anyway.
There were 5 stories and I couldn't keep up with any of them this week.
Yeah. My Lucky Pierre this week.
Yes.
Saturday Night Live UK. Brilliant.
What was it?
Saturday Night Live UK.
Oh, Saturday
so
Night Live.
I'm talking very quickly right now.
Yeah, I was like, what?
And the reason it's that and not my personal is because Saturday Night Live is 50 years old. So the fact we've just got our UK version, and they said we've only just got it in England 6 years ago, and that was mentioned in the monologue. Like they started to show it. So my generation grew up on Wayne's World and Blues Brothers and the movies.
The offshoots.
But we never really knew. Like Will Ferrell getting big, and I think they're Mean Girls because that was produced.
Yeah.
So it was really well done. The opening sketch Well, the opening was Keir Starmer. Apparently, that dickhead in the White House decided to share it, thinking it was funny. But then the first digital sketch was about a face cream that works so well, your husband's going to get arrested for paedophilia. And the face cream is called Underage. And it's like, I'm dating an underage girl. And it was fucking hilarious. And then there was this Last Supper moment where it was Dave Attenborough getting together clone celebrities. And this guy's...
Diana.
I'll have a nibble. And it was...
During the koi.
Yeah. It was really well done. And yet some of it worked. Some of it didn't.
But that's true for any SNL sketch.
And some of it really was. And then a bit at the end, there was the last sketch was fucking weird. And husband's like, what the hell? I said, but that was what SNL used to be like.
Yeah.
So Weekend Update, again, was great. They're going to find their cadence, but they are good. And the guy, Paddy Young, is really cute. He's all like Pixar dad beards and that.
Oh.
I would definitely, for me, I was like, okay, we've got the format down. Mm-hmm. Let's go for it. Yeah. It didn't stray from it. Live from London at Saturday night was a bit odd, and having a female announcer was the weird one as well. But everyone was good. They what some people were like, it ain't bad, and then someone else said that's a high compliment in British culture.
Yeah, it is.
One the Daily Mail's former guy was like, I did not laugh once. I'm like, you seriously did not laugh at I'm dating an underage girl. It was just really well done. Yeah. For me, it was like, okay, this is a big moment. This is like, it got extended to 8 episodes,
which is a big deal because it was 6.
6.
Yeah.
I think there was no SNL this week, so I think that they kind of kept it. So like, let's see if this gets it. I thought it was pretty. I was like, okay, our culture's here. British humour works in this format, though.
That was my question.
Think very Monty Python in places.
Okay.
That's probably where I was trying to put my finger. It's very Monty Python in that we can be weird for a couple of minutes because we're going to move on to the next sketch.
So a bit like French and Saunders.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I gotcha.
Like one of the jokes was they're trying to get a baby out of a mother because the baby was always being shy. No, it's fake shy. It's the worst type of human being. It pretends it's shy, but it's not shy really. And it was like cutting to a person dressed as a fetus, like fake shy, but then like laughing at the camera. It was fucking weird.
Oh.
It was a lot more subversive, I felt, than the American. But I'm generally like, I said, that's it. I'm hooked. And the music act was good. And
wasn't it Wet Leg?
Yeah, they were really. They were a bit weird in a good way. And
I think they're from Austin, or at least they're making the rounds at the Austin music scene.
Yeah, no, I was like that was my culture.
Oh, very nice.
Well, with that, Daniel, should we move on to the end of the episode?
We should.
What's culture for you next week?
Well, cherry blossoms are going to be gone, but I think it's going to be more of the ups and downs of the temperature. And what's going to happen? Pollen? Will it be here? Will snow come back? Who's to say?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I do know that I'll be working. Yay!
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Max. And thank you for being our third this week.
Cheers.
A big thank you to everyone for tuning in to Daniel Max's Cultural Freeway and for giving us a listen.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review, and follow us on the socials.
You can find us under Bearded Bitch Pod or Bitches with Beards. Please remember that only a mother could love our views and opinions, and they reflect us and no one else.
We'll be here next week, unless we're cancelled.